As soon as we are seated, we can begin our procession. At this time, I present to you our special guests as they come in. Mrs. Kaola. We consider this a community event, and we would like you to know that all of the people that are filing in now, that are coming in, are from our community, and they wanted to be here to help your family celebrate their graduation. Let's give them a round of applause because they have taken out of their busy schedules to be here today. Please rise and give them a round of applause because their accomplishments are great. These people worked hard. There are 2016 graduates, and you don't see the whole class, but those that could be here this evening are here, and we're very proud of their accomplishment. Give them a round of applause. They worked hard. All of our high school equivalency students had to pass a test to get that degree, and it's harder than if they had gone through high school. Give them a round of applause.
Thank you for remaining standing. We're going to call Serena Young, 2014 Sunday Best contestant and national recording artist, to come and sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the
I'm just as excited as if this were my graduation all over again. Let's give them another round of applause, our graduates, and you may be seated. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the director of our program as he comes forth to give words to you. But I'd like to tell you a little bit about him because he's a hard worker. He spent many years building this program. And what you don't know about him is that he does understand our people. And when I say our people, I mean Oasis people. So if you are a part of Oasis, you are our people. And he understands because he's had some hardships in his life that have made him have hiccups. How many of you have had hiccups in your life? I've had so many, it would take me all day to stand up here and tell you about it. But how many of you know that the race isn't always to the swift, but to he that endureth, and you can make it, and you have made it. But I want him to talk to you a little bit about himself, and then welcome you. I introduce to you at this time, Mr. Paul Berg.
Thank you, Renee. I'm not going to talk about myself tonight, because tonight's all about you. And I want to welcome everybody, family, friends, graduates, and I want to say a special thank you to everybody in the room that I term our quiet heroes, those who volunteer their time, their resources to make sure that our programs continue to operate and are effective and successful. So for those of you in the room, it would take me all night just to call you all out, so I want to put out a general thank you to everybody. Renee said, my name's Paul Berg. I have the good fortune of welcoming you and all of our agency partners and your family to recognize your academic achievement tonight. So I'm going to depart a little bit. I can't see real good because of the lights in my eyes, but I'm going to ask Ms. Patricia Rector if you would please stand. Ms. Laura Geraci, if you would please stand. And Ms. Catherine Heiser, if you would please stand. The graduates that just clapped must be the nurses. So, because they recognize these three ladies, these nurses who have devoted 20 years of their lives to the healthcare profession, training individuals. And over those years, they've trained thousands and thousands of healthcare professionals that are actually out in the field today caring for our community. So I would like to just take a moment and ask you to recognize them by applause. Thank you, ladies. Next, I'd like to introduce the Master and Mistress of Ceremonies. The Master of Ceremonies is Mr. Tarlin Gibson, who you've already seen tonight. He's the Executive Director of Community Place, and he'll be co-emceeing the show with our Vice Principal, Miss Renee Turner. Thank you both.
Thank you, thank you. Congratulations again to the 2016 graduates. I know you're not here to hear us talk long, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce our next speaker, which is Dr. Keith Buschek. Yeah, okay, you all see it in your, in your programs. And following Dr. Keith, we're going to have another selection from my dear friend and national recording artist, Serena Young.
Thank you very much, and good evening, graduates. Hello there. So, I have a list of a lot of people, some of them with names as difficult as mine, but I really want to share the names of people who are here tonight to share their celebration and support of your accomplishment, or who send their greetings and might not be able to be here tonight. I'll start with Honorable Maya C. Dixon from the Rochester City Court. Cheryl Donalfo, Monroe County Executive. Corinda Crossdale, Commissioner of Human Services. Pastor Geraldine Dixon from Dixon Funeral Home. Honorable Loretta Scott, President of the Rochester City Council. Monroe County Commissioner James Shepard. President of the Rochester City Board of Education, President Van Henry White. Monroe County Legislator John Lightfoot. Ed Igneri, Director of Rehabilitation of the Office of Sheriff, County of Monroe. Cynthia Constantino, the Attorney Courts to College Coordinator. And also from the Courts to College program, Judge Jack Elliott. Our ushers tonight, representing Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, Joe Thomas, Andrew Ray, and Larry Powell. Shaylin O'Nader from Senator Rich Funke's office. Shanetta Williams from Threshold. Dr. Andrea Kane from Threshold. And Roderick Cox Copper, also from Threshold. Okay. Thank you all very much.
Congratulations. It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine. That's your way. And you always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all of the glory. Oh, while you were the one with all the strength. Oh, a beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Oh, did you ever know that you're my hero? Oh, everything I would like to be. Hey, I can fly higher than an eagle. Oh, you are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, it may have appeared to go unnoticed. Ooh, but I got it all right here in my heart. Oh, and I want you to know that I know the truth. Of course I do. And I would be nothing without you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Yeah, and you're everything that I would like to be. Yeah, I can fly higher than an eagle. 'Cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Hey, you are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, you are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, you are the wind beneath my wings. Congratulations.
Now we know why she's a national recording artist. Let's give it to her again. Beautiful. And so, we have 3 young people who went through this program. And we have a lot of people who could tell you their experiences in this program, but we chose 3. And they're here tonight to tell you about Oasis. So, our first young person is Yakisha Hickman. Yakisha.
I guess I'm the first student speaker, so I'll say thank you everyone for coming, and to all the graduates, congratulations. I don't know where she went, but the song was beautiful. I'm Waukesha Hickman, Serena Young, thank you. I'm Waukesha Hickman. I am a graduate for the CNA as well as the high school equivalency. I'm a little nervous, so bear with me. I would first off like to thank my teacher. I'm not quite sure where she is, but Miss Patricia Rector-Holloman. She has been the most wonderful person in the world to me. She's my teacher, my mentor, my mother, and I love her to death. I'm from South Carolina. I've been here for 2 years, so I wasn't too good with the area and everything. I started out being homeless, I'm not afraid to say. Miss P took me in as if I was her own. It was hard. I mean, I'm here by myself. I'm 20 years old. I don't know anyone. It's been a long journey, and if there's any youth in here tonight, I just want to tell the youth that if nobody don't believe in you, believe in yourself, because ain't nobody else gonna love you like you gonna love yourself. I would have never thought that I would be in the circumstances that I was in, but everything is a learning experience. So if anybody tells you wrong, you know what's right from wrong, and you know which way to go. I would like to thank Ms. Renee for allowing me to speak today. I just want to touch again on the CNA. I heard that I'm not quite sure what's going on with the program, but the program is an amazing program. It's very amazing. It's taught me everything I know. I am a direct support professional for the Arc of Monroe because of my teacher leading me in the right direction. I'm also starting in the fall semester to MCC for my RN. So, thank you. So, like I said to the youth, if anybody tell you you can't make it, you can do it. Anything's possible as long as you want to.
Thank you. How many of you know you can make it? And for those, the graduates, you knew what you had to do just to get your CNA, or you knew what you had to do just to get your HSC. So she has both of them, so she worked really hard. Let's give her another round of applause. Keep up the good work, Nikisha. Next, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Chef Dunlap.
How everybody doing? I want to start off by saying congratulations to everybody that's right here who came to school every day, work hard, because you see where y'all at. Y'all right here. And y'all might believe it, but I went to last year's graduation. I sat right over there where they at, and I said I was going to be over here, you know? A month later after that, I lost my son. He was a junior. So I really determined, I lost him in July 31st. His birthday was August 16th, 2 weeks before his birthday. By September, I was already coming to Oasis to get what I said I was going to do for him. So right now, today, his name on a high school diploma right now. Right now. So right now in the grave, he still did it. And electrical. I did that for him because he didn't deserve, you know what I'm saying? He lived for a reason. He gave me a purpose to change my life around, so I made it here. So I want to thank Ms. Turner, Mr. Dreyer, and Mr. Military for sticking with me and making sure that I got what I came here to get and not got disfocused, because I did it. And I got something for them for their dedication to all the students that they have been working at this program, because they don't get it. They don't get the appreciation they deserve. So I did it my own self just to show them that I care about them helping students, because they did help me. I'm leaving here today knowing that I am somebody, regardless of what nobody else thinks. It ain't just from me, it's from all of us, see? I ain't selfish.
He also has a plaque for Mr. Millington and Mr. Dreyer, I believe. That was a very thoughtful thing, and thank you. Our last speaker is from Threshold, which is one of our partner agencies, Leporian Logan. Come on.
Hello, everyone. Ooh, I feel like shouting up here. If it wasn't for the grace of God, who is on my side? Yeah, listen. Oh, God. Hey, God. All right, now, don't start nothing up in here. All right, now. Hey. All right, but I really do want to give honor to God, who is the head of my life, and without him, I know none of this would have been possible. And I also want to thank the entire graduate committee, the families, friends, graduates, guest speakers, everyone who came out tonight and supported us. Thank you guys so much. Once again, my name is Leporian Logans, and I am proud to announce that I am a 2016 graduate. I did that. Not only that, to say that I'm proud of myself, I am grateful for the opportunity to say that to my daughter. Island, baby, mommy got you. The fact that we are here today celebrating one of the many accomplishments is a testament that all things and anything is possible. At one point, graduation was only an acknowledgement where we celebrated others. For whatever reason it is, it seemed impossible for us because we deemed other things more important. But because we are provided with opportunities that was surrounded with support and embrace, and with care, the impossible turned into possible, I'm sorry. Whew, I'm just so excited, y'all don't understand. Because I am a mother, I am a member. Oh God, I'm sorry, y'all. Yes. Because I am a mother, I had to be the very member.
Want me to read it for you?
No, I got this.
Okay, well, come on.
I'm getting it together. I'm sorry, y'all. Congratulations to everybody. Threshold, y'all did that. Tarlin, Miss Karen, thank you so much. Shanetta, thank you so much. Arena, thank you so much.
Thank you. That just goes to show you how much it means to the graduates to have this day and to celebrate. Isn't this a wonderful celebration? She has something to celebrate about. All of us do. Let's give them a round of applause one more time. In the back of your program, we have 2 graduates that are not here with us today, but they played a significant role in coming to Oasis. The first one is May Hall. She was in our HSC program, our high school equivalency program. And the other person is Tequila Tubbs, who did acquire her HSC. Her sister, Tequila, is not here today, but her sister is here wearing a cap and gown in her honor. Would she stand up? That's Tequila's sister. So Tequila is here in spirit. Thank you.
Good job. It's always great to hear from student speakers because they give us inspiration. A lot of times you consider us to be your mentors, but truly you are our mentors. You motivate us every day to come to work and do what we do every day so that we can make lives better. So all of you, as you sit out here and you look like angels in your white, I know it hasn't always felt like this journey was a great journey, but look where you are right now. Look where you are going. So this is only a comma in the sentence of your life. So do not make this a period. Continue to keep treading on and press forward, and I hope to see you all at another graduation. All right? All right. So graduates, yes, it is my honor that we have, and I get to introduce Honorable Maya C. Dixon. Honorable Maya C. Dixon is currently a Rochester City Court judge. She is the second African-American female elected to the bench in Monroe County. That alone deserves an applause. Judge Dixon presides over both misdemeanor, criminal, and civil cases with jurisdiction up to 15,000. She previously worked for 11 years as a litigator in private practice for well-respected firms and as general counsel for a local company. Judge Dixon was born in Rochester and reared in Western New York. She is a graduate of Rochester City Schools. Amen. Okay. Obtained a Bachelor of Arts from the University of Rochester and a Juris Doctorate from the State University of New York at Buffalo School of Law. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome our guest speaker, Honorable Judge Maya Dixon.
Graduating class of 2016. Thank you to Administrator and Director, Vice Principal Turner, to the Rochester City School District, to the President of the Board, Van White, other dignitaries who are present here. I think to thank everyone. Also, good evening and congratulations to our graduates, parents, relatives, friends, and faculty. I congratulate you all for your hard work, graduates, your dedication, and your perseverance in overcoming the obstacles that brought you to today. Look where he brought you from. I know it took a lot of courage to take the necessary steps, to look at yourself, and to bring yourself to today. Those of you who are completing degrees, starting a new career, or making a fresh start, it was no small feat. The people who supported you along the way, all of those people who are behind you to the left and behind you to the right, they also deserve your thanks. Can we give them a hand clap today as well? None of this would have been possible without them. I've been giving some commencement advice, not just here. This is my first commencement here, but I also have a graduate in my life. My son recently graduated, so I've kind of been giving the same advice off the record, as we say in court. I tried to distill some of that advice that I've been giving him as I was preparing to give you this advice here today, and I discovered that wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. Of course, I can hold him down a lot longer than I intend to hold you this evening. He's a captive audience. I pay for him. Part of the reason why it was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be is because how do you say everything that I thought I wish I knew then, now, into 10 minutes so we can all go and eat? Are you hungry? I am. I'm gonna give it my best shot, all right? Now, the reason why some of this is a little difficult is because I also discovered that I'm a little older than I knew I was this year. I realize it's been 30 years since I graduated from high school. It's been 25 years since I graduated from undergraduate, and 20 years since I graduated from law school. All the reunions were this year. I thought they were trying to tell me something that my gray hair wasn't, Madam President, City Council, as we discussed before I came in, all the gray hair. So some of the rest of us older folks who might not have as much energy to go and party tonight because my stockings are cutting off my circulation and my feet are swelling, I'll make this short for you. The saying is, too soon old, too late smart. If I knew then what I know now, it would be these 7 things that I'm going to share with you. Number 1, the elastic has died, but keep dancing anyway. And I'm not referring to my stockings. You don't have to worry about that. Now, part of the story is to tell you about my professor that I had in contracts class in law school. His name was Professor Schlegel. Now, we all thought Professor Schlegel was a little crazy, not just because he sounded like Jiminy Cricket, but because he would say crazy things like, chicken is chicken. Well, okay, chicken is not chicken, is what he would say. And that is because there was this contract that the guy ordered some chicken, but when he got the chicken, it was actually some stewing chicken, not the frying chicken that he ordered. Moral of the story is make sure that you have a meeting of the minds in your contract. Make sure that your terms are their terms. In other words, make sure you are specific and not creative when you're ordering that chicken. You know, when you put that order in at KFC, and my son says, when I say to him, what do you want? He says, I want the breast of chicken. And I say, there is no breast of chicken on the order. Can you order a 2-piece, 3-piece, 4-piece, 9-piece? Can't be creative like that at KFC. Same thing. Now, I'm gonna get to my point on this one. When I was 5, I had this little dance class. We all had outfits. For some reason, somebody thought it was important to dance 5-year-olds in cabaret outfits, including a garter. Who puts a 5-year-old in a garter? It's a tap class. We have a performance. While I'm tapping, I'm the only one whose garter belt falls down to her ankle. Now I have 2 choices. I can either run off the stage and cry, or I can what? Keep dancing. I choose to keep dancing. While I shuffle ball kick, I kick that garter off and keep dancing. Now, why does this become important in life later? While I'm in law school, I also have a job with some old guys, and indeed, they're really old. While I'm on my way up to my office, the oldest guy downstairs stops me to have a conversation about an assignment. So I stop, my little briefcase in hand, and while I'm talking to him, the elastic dies in my slip. You know, people still wore slips, and I'm wearing one now. And it didn't just die and hang down on one side. I mean, the whole thing died, and it too fell at my ankles. And I'm standing there, and the slip is at my ankles. I look at my slip, I look at him, I look at my slip, I look at him, and what do? I kick it off, I put it in my briefcase, and I continue talking to him and I say, now what were you saying? Now what is there to be learned from this story? Number one, be creative. Number two, there will be times when the unexpected, the embarrassing, and awful things happen in your life. When that happens, be creative. Don't flinch. Kick it off and keep tapping. Now see, I learned that when I was 5, and I remembered that when I was also 25. And I kicked that slip off, and I kept talking as if nothing happened. And what did the old guy say? He said, I won't say anything to anyone. And I said, I would, because this is funny. Remember to keep your joy in the moment, and it will be a story for you to tell later, like now. Number 2, keep a cool, level head at all times. That's what we call on the bench judicial temperament. And it's what we called at home growing up. You know, my mother's sitting over there. She's still giving me the look. It's what we called at home. Don't let me even see you think like you want to say something back. I see you thinking like you want to roll your eyes. See, I used to practice in my mirror not revealing like I was thinking like I was mad at my mother. Little did I know that that would serve me well on the bench in not allowing people to see what I was thinking. That's what we call judicial temperament now. They didn't know that my mother was training me all along. Now, if you see me start tilting my head a little bit, one of my legal friends, an attorney that I worked with, told this judge one time when we went out, said, Judge, if she's ever in front of you and you're talking and suddenly she tilts her head to the side, it means she thinks you're saying something stupid. I made a mental note not to go out anywhere with her anymore. So if you're ever in front of me and suddenly my head turns to the side, I'm just kidding. Number 3, the show must go on. In the vernacular, we call that one monkey don't stop the show. What does this mean? You don't have to like everyone you work with. You don't have to go to dinner with them. However, you should be respectful and professional with all of them. Now, I once had a job that everyone wanted, made the money to pay all my bills and have extra in my pocket, but I was miserable. And I had some people who made it their everyday thing to make me miserable on that job. Now, although money can't buy happiness, I will say I probably shouldn't have left that job. And I did leave that job. Now, why should I have not left that job? I used to call up some friends and some mentors that I had, and I would say, I hate it here. And you know what they told me back? Suck it up. And when I look back on it, you know what I should have done? I should have sucked it up, quite honestly. Why? Because there was a lesson to be learned. Because if you can work with difficult people and still do your job, you will gain fortitude. Why? Because you don't have to like them. You just have to get paid. You're not gonna like everybody that you work with. That's just the honest truth. Because there will be some more people you don't like at the next job. It's just plain and simple. And as I said, you won't find happiness in your job. However, and this was funny because as soon as I switched jobs, I went to this luncheon and Ursula Burns, who was the CEO of Xerox at the time, was speaking, and she said, well, you may not be happy on your job, but at least you can eat while you're unhappy and pay to go shopping. And I would add to that, and plan for retirement for your family's future. Number 4, here's the caveat on that last part. A job making more money does not mean a better future for your family. We say we want more and more and more. More house, better job, better, more. But do we really want more? The reason why I say this is if the sacrifices of more are so great that you lose your family, it's not worth it. No one builds a house without first counting the cost. Consider that when you ask for more. With great responsibility comes great sacrifice. Or, as my son added, or as Spider-Man says, with great power comes great responsibility. Number 5, be humble. Be thankful for what has been given to you. There are so many books on confidence, but there are very few on humility. Let others give you praise. Give the seat of honor to others. Be the first to give that big piece of chicken you're going to have later to somebody else. Give your place in line to the next person. And be the first to apologize. Number 6, give back. Or as some of my family say, rich back. Anybody say that in your family? Rich back and give me that soup spoon over there. None of us would be here by ourselves, as I said, without those people standing behind you. I clean up well, but believe me, I haven't always been like this. Somebody reached back and pulled me up. I'll tell you about that in a second. We all stand on the shoulders of some amazing people who came before us. There's this phrase, see one, do one, teach one. See one, do one, teach one. That's how you learn. Somebody before you saw how to do something. Then they did it, and then they taught you. Now that's how you go forward. You have now done it. You saw it, you did it, now you teach somebody else and you pull them up. That's how it became my job to cook the beans every Wednesday. I got suckered into that, I just want you to know. Number 7, know when, now I'm gonna borrow this from a country song. I know you know it. Know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away, and when to run. Disappointments and failures will surely come in your life if they haven't already. If nobody told you that, let me be the first to say it. Now, understanding, timing, and being willing to change at the right time to meet the needs of your environment is the key to success. See, when things go wrong, people tend to make 3 key mistakes. Either they have an inadequate plan, they have the wrong plan, or they have no plan at all. It's one of those 3. Now, the result is that there's a failure because of that. Now, we all know that every experience that you have in your life is of some value to it because you can still redeem yourself, or none of us would be here, right? However, you have to be able to rescue yourself when you fall. Because we're all going to fall down, and we're probably going to fall down more than one time. But it's how you get up that determines your success. Right? Now, when we hear from successful people, and we all have met some truly successful people, I'm not putting myself up here as one of them, but when we hear from successful people, they will all tell you that it was the adversity in life that they faced that helped them reach the heights that they never thought they would see possible. Now, there was one quote that I read. I remember having the advantage of going to school. You get to read all these fancy books. There was this quote that I saw that just stuck in my mind over and over again. And guys, you'll bear with me because this one refers to a woman, not because you're women that I'm saying it, but because I'm a woman and I get to use it. It's the one that stuck in my mind. It's a quote by Audre Lorde that just started off an anthology. So she didn't even use it as one in the anthology as a poem, but it's one that she referred to. And I got to put my hand on my hip to do it, so I'm kind of behind here because I'm short. But she says, I remember my mother standing in colored woman fashion, so this is how far it goes back, with her arm akimbo. This is arm akimbo. With her head tilted to the side. Now there you go with that head. With her head tilted to the side. And she says, being the woman that I am, I will make a way out of no way. And this was something, that's ultimately what she said, but this is something that she delivered, speaking quietly but forcefully in a tone that would scare a bull. Anybody ever had their mama get quiet on them? With her hand on her hip and her head tilted to the side? And she said that those were her mother's words, but they were also the words and the will of all women of color who assert who they are, who create sound out of silence, and who build worlds out of remnants. I thought, wow. She created sound out of silence and worlds out of remnants. There was nothing there, and she created worlds out of rags. And I thought that is what's powerful about us. We all, and you all, have created sound where there was nothing before. You came here and you created sound where you didn't have things before. You created, just like this, worlds out of remnants. You created a brand new world out of pieces that you had in your life. Being the people that you are, do you realize the accomplishment that you have made? Not being the woman that you are, but being the people that you are, that you created sound and worlds just by taking the steps that you have today. It is because of that that I want to congratulate you with these 7 thoughts in mind, with this encouragement in mind, how powerful you are. You've created sound and a new world as you go out into this new world you've created. Remember, your job and your career does not define you because you've created out of the steps that you've made. It is your relationships with your family that is here today that has supported you. Your family, your friends, your community, and your faith will define you going forward, not the job or your career. Remember this. Go boldly into your future. Do not be afraid to fail, because if you do fail along the way, it is not the moments where you fail that will be remembered by the people. It is the character that you show when you persevere through those moments, and that you gain the perspective through those moments, when you rise to the challenge You've already shown you can do that. When you rise to the challenge to overcome any obstacle, you've overcome all the obstacles to today, and you can overcome anything that comes your way going forward. Congratulations to the class of 2016, sound and color and music to come.
Maya, Judge Dixon, she quoted all of those years, 25 years since she graduated, 30 years since she did this, that, and the other. But she's really not that old. But didn't she have great words of wisdom for you? Let's give her another round of applause. What I'd like to do right now, I remember when I was a teacher. Uh-oh. Miss Turner's in the house. And when I was a teacher, and my students weren't paying attention to me, I say, hey, you guys, what's up with that? I need your attention because what I'm doing is important. It's going to take you to your next level. So, hey, you guys back there, I hear you, but I need you to bring it down. Is that okay? Thank you. This is for the graduates, and they need to hear what people are saying. All of these people up here are important people in our community. And they took the time to come here today, this evening. They took time out of their schedule when they could have been with their families to come here. So let's kind of we're almost done. So if we can ask our children just to be a little quiet, and if we could just be a little more tolerant, we're almost there. Thank you. This award is very special. And I'm going to ask Tarlin to come up, and I'm going to ask Mrs. Geraldine Dixon to come up, Pastor Dixon, to both come up. Please. Mrs. Dixon owns a funeral home in the city, and when I told her we were having graduation, she said, I want to do something special for the graduates. And so she said she wanted to give a special award, a monetary award to a graduate. So when the committee was meeting, I kind of shared with the committee what the gift was all about. And I really didn't want to be too bossy, because you know, how many of you know I'm bossy? Oh, I am. I will take charge. Yes, I will. But I didn't want to be too bossy. So Tarlin, with his quiet voice, way later said, I know someone who would do well with that award. So instead of me announcing it with my bossy self, I decided to let Tarlin make the announcement.
Tarlin and his quiet voice. Can I have Torrin Reeves and Karen Drum just walk towards the stage? They're two of my teachers over at the community place, and it's really important that they're present whenever I present this award. So the young person, I don't want to give it away, that I would like to say thank you, I appreciate you for your hard work, is Nyasia. Nyasia Leisure has always been, come on down, like Nyasia. She is the mother of 3 kids. She was pregnant with her third when she started. And Nyasha has that bossy spirit. So she always tells us what to do. But in her own way, she was very encouraging, not only to the staff here, Mr. Reeves and Ms. Drum, but she was also encouraging to her classmates. And she's gonna start crying. And I told her, I said, I'm gonna make a bet with you. I bet you $25 before this night is over with, you're gonna be crying. And I knew she was gonna cry because she is so passionate about the things that she does. Pull it together, because I still need to talk. Just passionate about who she is, about being a mother, about coming in and committing and completing what you thought was going to be an obstacle, but it actually is an accomplishment. So I thank you for coming every day and showing me that you are committed to doing this. All right? Thank you so much. You're so welcome.
Thank you so much. Can I just say something? Thank you so much.
Miss LaSure.
Hello. I just want to thank all my teachers and everybody, my classmates. I want to thank my teachers, my classmates, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm so appreciated. Thank you so much.
Miss LaSure, you got me crying too. This is my way of reaching back, or as Judge Dixon says, reach back and help somebody forward. I remember when I graduated from funeral directing school, Judge Dixon was 2 years old. I had gone from labor back to school so that I could complete my education on time with my class. So I present this award for 2016 from the G.L. Dixon Funeral Home, a scholarship for you of $250. Take your picture.
Thank us later.
Turn around.
Thank you so much.
And she deserves it. Mr. Burke?
Got your letter. You never gonna do.
Renee just said she was bossy, right?
Not for
Didn't you
real.
say that?
Not for real.
I forgot. I forgot this, and she's absolutely right. Senator Robach could not be here tonight, but he sent each of you a personal letter to your homes, and I just wanted to read it to you tonight so that you could hear his sentiments. Dear students, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate all of you today as you celebrate your graduation from the Office of Adult and Career Education Services. Graduation is a representation of the conclusion of years of hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance you put in to reach your educational goal. This occasion is certainly one that you and your family should take great pride in. I would also like to commend you for your decision to further your academic career. Education is the greatest personal investment you can make, as it provides us with countless benefits that affects every aspect of our life and improves our general quality of life. With graduation now comes a bigger challenge in life. May you face every challenge with sincere effort, as you have done so often in the past. Once again, congratulations on your graduation. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Please do not hesitate to contact me if I could ever be of any assistance to you. And that's from Senator Robach.
I earned the right to be bossy. I'm the first child. I'm the oldest child. How many are your oldest children? So you're bossy, right? You had the boss, everybody, right? Right. Okay, so at this time, we're going to do something that we both discussed, and we thought it was appropriate at this time. We want to present a Teacher of the Year award. I'm still in denial that I need glasses, guys. Okay, I'm just going to share a couple qualities of an excellent teacher. A person who's willing, has willingness and puts in the necessary time. They love to teach. They're effective in the classroom. They have great classroom management skills. They have positive relationships with students. Isn't that important? Consistent excellence. They create a sense of community and belonging in the classroom. Is that important? They're warm, they're accessible, they're enthusiastic. And then they have their own love of learning. And they set high expectations for all of their students. I would like for Mr. Burke to please make the announcement as to who is our Teacher of the Year.
We have many wonderful staff here at Oasis. You've been calling out some of them specifically tonight. You did call out this particular individual. And one thing I wanted to say is that the realization hit me about a year, maybe 2 years ago, that I have the most in common with this particular teacher. And that's going to have some relevance when she comes up here. I'd like to invite Miss Patricia Rector Holloman. So you can see what I mean. We have the most in common. It's not how we look. We were both former military. We met in teacher school 24 years ago. We were hired into the school district the same year, almost the same day, 2 different jobs. And most of all, this woman has the biggest heart on earth.
I have no words. The only thing I could tell each and every one of you is to give back, help people out of the trenches that we have, help them out of poverty. Do that through education and training and encourage one another, and that families stick together and give all that you've got. That's all I can say. Thank you.
And see, I talk to her every day, and I didn't tell anyone except Paul who that teacher, well, Paul and I were the only 2 that knew. We didn't tell anyone. We didn't even put her name on the plaque. We'll put her name on the plaque now because it was a secret. Give her another round of applause because she's a great teacher. And you know something? I'm going to take 2 seconds to tell you how great she is. Recently, I had surgery on my spine, and I had to go to the Jewish home, and I stayed there for about 5 weeks. I met about 5 or 6 CNA students that had already graduated from this program, but I didn't know that then. And I kept saying, these people, they take great care of me. They really make me feel good. As a matter of fact, I was waiting. I would say, I'll be glad when Jesse gets here, or I'll be glad when this one comes, because they were really taking great care of me. And how many of you know that it's not the doctors that take care of you when you're sick? It's the CNAs that take care of you. You know me and my bossy self. I ask a lot of questions too, because I'm a teacher, right? So I asked, well, where did you come from? Who taught you all this stuff? 6 of those people, and I'll give you their names if you don't believe me, said they trained under Patricia Rector Holloman. I had no clue. So what does that tell me? Not only is she making a difference right now with you guys, but her work is going into the future for years and years and years to come. Let's give her another round of applause. Okay, we're almost done. I have, just before we give out our certificates, there are 2 teachers, Mr. Spont and Mr. Wujik, who want to give a Student of the Year award to one of their students. So, would you please come forward, please? And they promised me they wouldn't talk long. Okay, let's keep them to their promise, right?
Good evening. The culinary program here at Oaces has been here for 3 years, and I started the tradition of giving a Student of the Year award to someone who is deserving. So it's a humbling experience for me. I know you've been here a while. I'll be off this stage in less than 1 minute. Justina came to the program, and I can't get too personal, but she came to the program after experiencing a serious traumatic event in her life which involved her family. She came here to rehabilitate herself, to find herself, and to get back on track. Not only did she do that, but she graduated from the program after having perfect attendance. She started to open up, and then I placed her in a city school district job in food service attached to the program. As I got to know her better, I discovered that she acted like a mother figure for many of my students that were trying to help themselves get back on track, in particular with the Hispanic students. Justina acted as a translator. She would go and do extra things not required of her job. She helped people by visiting them at their homes and encouraging them to stay in school. And the fact of the matter is that she kind of became a role model for me, because after going through what she went through in life and still have the energy to help people was inspirational to me. Justina left the city school district about 2 weeks ago because she took a job at the Monroe Golf Club, which is a beautiful country club here in Rochester. They have a wonderful chef there, and she's continuing to grow. So with great pride and honor, I'd like to give the Culinary Careers 2016 Student of the Year Award to Miss Justina Frias.
Good evening. So I'm Jim Spaulding, and I teach quick print and promotions here, digital design and production. It's true 21st century technology, and we have a program that is recognized by Xerox as an educational model in the Northeast. So I've always looked at my Student of the Year having to have a really good handle on both design and production both. They could literally do anything in the classroom without my supervision, because a lot of times I need that because I have students all over different levels. This year is the first year that in addition to teaching career and technical education, I also teach adult basic education. So I raised my bar a little bit this year, and it has to include a very significant step towards your high school equivalency. I'm pleased to say I have 2 students in the audience tonight who've got their high school equivalency, and I have 3 more taking the exam tomorrow. So in doing that and raising the bar and looking at all those things, I have a student who has struggled in life, in class a bit, but we've always hung in there together. And a little while back when she was getting close here, I said, I'm going to be your worst nightmare for the next couple of months, but you're going to get there. Today, and she knows who she is, today I heard this huge scream in the hall. Next thing I know, I'm getting a bear hug because she just passed her task and got her high school equivalency. So it's with great pleasure that I give this award this year to Ana Garcia.
Yes, now. So everybody say yes, it's time. Okay, can the 2016 high school equivalency graduates please rise? Yes, now. We're going to have County Executive Cheryl Denopo and Commissioner of Human Services Corinda Crossdale to present the certificates to the high school equivalency graduates. You all can start walking this way.
Well, good evening, graduates. Before we begin, let me, on behalf of everybody in the County of Monroe, congratulate you on your great accomplishment. No small feat. I want to just share a few words, if you don't mind. I know we've been here a long time tonight, but I have to tell you, when I look out into the audience, I have not seen this much joy, inspiration, as I've seen in this room today. And I've got to tell you, I'm going to hand it to you right now for what you've accomplished, but I want you to know something. Couple of lessons here for all of us. You know what? When we look around this room, we know that when we accomplish something, we do it because we have the support of people who love us and are with us every single day, and we never forget that. But there's also something I want to tell you, that you know what? I've learned this in life, and it's not where you start out in life. It's what you do with the opportunities that have been presented to you and where you end up. And tonight is a great testament to all of that. On behalf of everybody in the County of Monroe, I want you to know that we are so proud of your accomplishments. We are so proud of your educational success, and we wish you every success for you, your families, and for this whole community, because I firmly believe that when one person in our community does well, we all do well. And one person in our community needs a hand, we're standing right there beside each and every one of you to make sure that you get what you need so that your success can be for all of you. I want to share a quick story with you. I know we've been here a long time, but here's the deal. In my life, I've had success and I've had some trials as well. I used to go to school. I was practicing. I wanted to be an attorney. I was married, and in February of my second year in law school, I was pregnant. I want to tell you that my son was born the day before Thanksgiving of my third year of law school. It was the only day of school that I missed. I graduated on time. I had the support and love of my family. But I share that story with you because each and every one of us has a story just like that. And as you go out on your life journey, you know what? You remember what brought you here today. You remember that nobody can take that away from you. And no one can tell you that you can't do it, because you can. Share that story with everyone. Go out and do great things, and congratulations to each and every one of you.
Mine will be extraordinarily short. Congratulations for making a way out of no one.
Thank you.
Can that be any shorter? Waikisha Hickman. Chef Dunlap. Leporian Logan. Kimberly Agnew. Lisette Alicia. Roderick Bell. Savon Brewer. Andrew Bryant. Tina Chapman. Brandy Benjamin. Madeline Douglas. Bonnie Cannon. Siobhan Evans. Emily Correa. Shakur Cox. Reginald Castell. Elizabeth Vivas Mendez. Tamika Franklin. Kanisha Gaines. Anna Garcia. Baruch Gabru. Tyshawn Green. Devontae Harris. Montea Harrison. Michelle Hux. Brittany Kane. Unique Kills. Jose Leon. Diana Lopez. Nyasia LaShore. Willie Manor. Brittany McKnight. Taina Melesio.
You have a big fan base. Congratulations.
Jaslyn Negron. Swanika Nilsson. Jayanera Perez. Mia Polanco. Chantel Reyes. Jasmine Robinson. Betty Rutledge. Valerie Scott. Carlos Serrano. Brandon Hall. Dominique Singletary. Shakoa Singletary. Tequila Tubbs. Asia Vargas. Ariel Washington. Tisha Washington. Giovanni Welsh. Shanice Williams. Joaquita Weimer. Cynthia Robinson. Marva Sinclair. Elizabeth Roberts.
Thank you. You may be seated. Oh, you guys, oh, you're all in the aisle. You promised me you wouldn't do that. And we said that we would let the graduates go back to their seats. Hello? Hello? Thank you. Okay, everyone take a deep breath. Now we're going to ask the CNA candidates to please stand. Our certified nursing assistants, and would you please file out and come up to the stage? We're also going to ask President Loretta Scott and Legislator James Shepard to come forward and present you your degrees.
Good evening to this class of 2016 CNAs. We want to say we salute you. Congratulations to you all. Or in the words of my granddaughter, you did that.
We did.
So it's my honor to call up the graduates. Ebony Anderson. Diamond Brown. Sheila Cacho Zaldivar? Yes. All right. Congratulations. Jessica Crane. Oops. Excuse me. Yeah. Simone Curry. Diamond Desmond. Congratulations. Nabresha Doyle. Congratulations. Bo Dudley. Congratulations. Nathalie Edwards. Congratulations. Wanda Fitzpatrick. Congratulations. Deborah Ferrara. Congratulations. Elizabeth Roberts. Yeah. Najee Wilson. Congratulations. Cynthia Robinson. Marva Sinclair. Shaquila Green.
Isa Enriquez.
Isa
Enriquez.
Enriquez. Congratulations. Giovanni McBride. Zahara Milton. Marcus Moore. Shanice Nash. Lulu Ending. Congratulations. Brianna Oram. Jasmine Smith. Congratulations. Maya Tisdale. Congratulations. Delia Torres Cruzado. Mary Townsend. Congratulations. Waikisha Hickman. Congratulations to you all.
Class of 2016, let's give ourselves another round of applause. We have a very Hello? Miss Turner's in the house. Okay. Hello, we're almost done. We have a very special selection for you, so I want you to listen intently to the words that are being sung to you in this song. We'll have Mrs. Belita Cross or Pastor Belita Cross come forward.
First, I'd like to say congratulations to all of you all. It's a blessing to be here today. I know many of you all thought you wouldn't be here, but I'm just a church lady. You need to look at somebody, look at your neighbor and say, I made it. I made it. I made it. And I give honor to all the constituents. Ms. Turner requested this song. And it's a good thing. I'm going to say I'm getting ready to sing this song, but it's a good thing to raise your children up in the way that they should go. Because a mother can always boss her kids. I thank God for my kids behind me. So I want you all just to bear with us. I just drug them in on the last minute to help me out, so. Day is almost night. I don't want to lose this fight. I fooled around much too long. Oh, now that I've been laxed, I really, really, really don't want to look back. I know that I done wrong. Oh, yes, I did, yes, I did. But if you just give me the strength I need, I'll be able to succeed. And I heed to your every command. Oh, Holy One, I never wanna let you down no more. Give me the strength I need, and Lord, I'll be able to succeed. And I heed to your every command. And to everyone I'll show my purpose and my goal. And in you, I'll be able
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Never let yourself down. Never let yourself down. Keep moving. We're going to have President of the Board of Education, Ben Henry White, come up and do the official conferral of the graduates.
All right now. Whenever you see me come up, it's usually bad news, but not today. This is good news. Let's give yourselves a round of applause. Oh, y'all can do better than that. Come on now. My goodness. Is that all you got? More. This is a good day. On behalf of the Board of Education, I want to thank Paul and Renee and the entire staff of Oasis. Thank you for pulling together this wonderful ceremony, showing us so much talent and love. I also wanted to thank, on behalf of the Board of Education, all those folks, the teachers and the staff and the family members. Let's give the family members a round of applause. None of this would have happened without the love of family. And to the class of 2016, I want to say you are our hero. The trials and tribulations and what you did to get here today make you our hero. Let's give our heroes a round of applause. No, y'all can do better than that. They deserve better than that. That's right. Now, I got to tell you, hold on now, I got to tell you, I always come prepared, no matter what the function is, I come prepared with music. I'm a lawyer by trade, but I always think music is the inspiration. And I always come prepared, and I said, Paul, I do it old school. I brought my CD, and I know I have a function here. I'm just supposed to tell you all how to flip the tassels and whatnot. I'm going to do that in a second, but I wanted to do it with my boy here. Who's my boy? Tupac. That's right, I said it. Tupac. That's right, I said it. The brother's got a song that speaks to us long after he's been passed away. The song is called Changes. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Now, Paul don't have a CD player for me, but next time I'll catch y'all with it. But you know the song, right? Oh, Paul, you see? See? But that's okay. Paul did his job to get y'all here today. But you all remember there's a verse in that song, and it goes, that's just the way it is. Some things never change. That refrain goes over and over and over again. Well, I'm here to tell you, today things change. Isn't that right? Tupac and all those folks who got you here, who are here today and who are not here today, are looking at you, graduates, and saying things change today. You got yourselves to a place where you can say to yourselves, I'm changing. Now, my responsibility is to tell you what to do, to flip that tassel from right to left. But no, don't do it just yet, because when you do it, I want you to think about the change that is taking place. So often when we graduate, we just flip those tassels and we just do it automatically. But no, when you do it today, I want you to do it with meaning and feel it. Because when you flip that tassel, you're representing not only what you did in your life, but how you're going to make changes in your city that needs you. Right? How you're going to make changes in your county that needs you. How you're going to make changes in your nation that needs you. So when you flip that tassel, I want you to let the whole world know that it's about to change. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to flip your tassels from right to left, and it signifies on this day, the world, the city, the state, you will change. God bless you.
Okay, we're going to have a seat. You know Bossy Renee has to have her way. Sit down. Okay, we're going to do our processional. We're going to have, my boss told me he doesn't want to prolong it any longer. So, if we can have the class of 2016 stand up, please. And from the front row, we'll proceed out. Please keep the aisle door so they can get on. Everyone, please stand and give them applause.